Just one more. Woo! Finally, 1,000 subs. Gotta really think of a video to celebrate. Come in.
Hey, just so you know, I actually beat your Petrus percent record.
God damn it. Well, it looks like I know what I'm doing for 1K. It's been quite a while since I did some runs, but I'm a bit rusty, so I honestly just have to jump right in and do a couple runs, but let's go over the rules once more. Firstly, no cheats, that's self-explanatory. Second, the run ends once you quit out after getting the souls from Petrus. Everything else is fair game, and the final time is your in-game timer. Solar Pellet's run was a 2:27, meaning she beat our previous world record by 3 seconds, so I need to shave 4 seconds off my PB. Previously in my last video, I used the Bandit class for the high damage with the axe, but Solar Pellets found out that Thief is the best class, as the Bandit's knife has high crit damage, so getting a riposte does a lot more damage. Along with that, we start with the Black Firebombs as well to deal with the Asylum Demon and Petrus, and the Mail for the ever so slightly faster run speed. In the Asylum, we can pick up the key and slightly sprint to the door. In the long hallway to the ladder, we manage our stamina, and when it's almost out, we can switch weapon hands for a bit faster recovery speed. On the ladder, we can take off our clothes and equip the Dark Sign. In the Asylum Demon fight, I missed my first firebomb and only hit 2 instead of 3. I then get hit 3 times until the Asylum Demon goes down. We run down the hall and pick up the Bandit's knife. At the fog, we can use that time to equip it, and then perform a quit out at the wall by Oscar to break it upon reloading. After getting the flask and key, we can simply go down the shortcut and quit out while opening the door to save a few seconds. We can perform the banner skip to run slightly faster, reaching Petrus. I instantly missed 3 firebombs and hit the last one, and then f***ed up and missed 2 parries. Great start. After stabbing him a bunch, we can quit out, and yeah, I expected that. A 4:47. A long ways to beat my PB and Solar's record. My second attempt started off fine. My Asylum fight was still rough, not getting consistent attempts and still getting hit. But I got out with all 5 firebombs and left to continue to Oscar. However, this time, after getting the 2 keys, I dark signed to end up at the second bonfire, but instead I ended back in the cell. Normally, you auto-risk the second bonfire, but this wasn't the case, and upon trying it again on attempt 3, we ended up back in the cell. So whatever was causing this just cost us 2 runs. So what is causing this? I asked on the Speed Souls wiki, and what was causing it is the fact that I'm taking way too long to run through the gate before the Asylum Demon actually dies. We take so long because of us getting hit, usually farther away from the door. We need to get through the door before it recognizes he's dead so that the gate will close. If the gate closes behind us, then that triggers the bonfire to act like it's been rested at, meaning when we dark sign an Oscar, we'll get taken back to that bonfire instead. So to fix this issue, I just need to get better at the Asylum Demon. Attempt 4 starts off really well. At the ladder, I now put the broken hilt in my left hand, as blocking when starting the run skips the little running built-up animation. In the Asylum fight, we get a good 3 firebombs off, and then the other 2, making it through the gate on time. Doing a run and jump quit out to break the wall to Oscar, and dark siding after getting the keys to have a shorter run back to the Pilgrim's door. Quitting out while opening the door and performing the banner skip, we can arrive in Firelink. However, I have no clue what I was doing, just throwing firebombs and not going for the riposte, and he ended up getting a heal off, which is unfortunately just a run killer. So we quit out and restart, which I got very familiar with. Attempt 5, we got Petrus, and unfortunately I had the hilt in my hand, making me miss my parry opportunity, and it gets me hit. However, at the end I was able to get a firebomb off, and then a parry followed by another firebomb. This got me a 245, which is an improvement, but still ways away from my PB. Attempt 6, I played a good Asylum and got 2 firebombs off until he healed and I died shortly after. Attempt 7, I had a bad Asylum Demon fight and quit. Attempt 8, I actually make it past the Asylum Demon and get to Petrus. I get 2 firebombs off, but he goes to heal, and unfortunately I don't kill him in time, so it's yet another dead run. Attempt 9, he got a heal and meant another restart. Attempt 10, however, showed promise. In Solar's attempt, she found that starting the fight with a firebomb and then getting a riposte off and instantly throwing another firebomb causes huge damage. This resulted in him backing away to go heal, and this allowed me to throw another firebomb to get a 2:28. 2 seconds off my PB, and only 1 second away from tying with Solar. There was a lot of optimization I could have done, so world record was in my sights, but not only was I aiming for a world record still, I also wanted to get a sub 225. So it was time to start the grind. Attempt 11 starts and ends really fast with me missing one of the firebombs on Asylum Demon. Attempt 12, I miss another firebomb, but I decide to roll with it and make it past the Asylum Demon. Once again, grabbing the knife, quitting out, and dark signing at Oscar. After the first bomb at Petrus, he turtles up and makes me wait a minute before letting us riposte and throw 2 bombs for the kill, and that lands us a 230. 13 had a great Asylum fight, and we make our usual run through the Asylum. In Firelink, Petrus starts being a dick, spamming force and turtling. He ends up going for a heal, and that's a reset. 14 had a shite Petrus fight, 15 was a reset after missing a fireball on the demon, 16 had a rough Asylum fight and a slow Petrus, 17 has a great run of the Asylum, and even got the first firebomb into a riposte into another firebomb combo. However, when he went backwards to heal, I missed the firebomb, and that was crushing. 18 was another great Asylum, but Petrus healed, crushing that run. 19 was a good Asylum, good stamina management and menuing, a great Asylum, and good quitouts. For the Petrus fight, after the opening firebomb, he instantly threw out a force, but he attacked right after, letting us riposte for the firebomb combo, and firebomb right after kills him. And all that hard work and luck paid off for a 226. 1 second better than the previous world record. Once again, reclaiming my crown. But I wasn't satisfied, obviously, because the length of this video. I could have done so much better, and I got really bad RNG on that run with Petrus, with him putting out that force. The sub 25 was even more possible than before, so that's where I was headed. Attempt 20 had a shite Petrus, which was a reset, and 21 was slow, getting another 230. 23 had a slow Asylum fight due to me rolling to the right, further from the door, but we made it through in time, and I was able to dark sign to the second bonfire, and we got a 227, which is unfortunate. Attempt 24 was amazing, great, all around good Asylum. Good Demon, good quitouts, and a good Petrus. However, I quit out a little early, meaning the run was invalid, and the time was a 2:23. I had gotten it on an invalid run. That hurt. Attempt 25, I gave up and died to Petrus. Attempt 26, this was the run. Everything went so well. My Asylum Demon practice was paying off, I'm getting super consistent at it. Petrus didn't turtle for too long and threw out an attack, allowing me to do the riposte firebomb combo. And after he backed away far enough to heal, I threw my second to last firebomb to land the kill. And we got a 223, lowering the world record by another 3 seconds. I'm so happy with that run. And well, I think that's a good place to end this video. And well, that's where the video is going to end. I'll continue to hold my crown until someone else can be my... I swear. By how much? Mother... So how do we shave off 2 seconds off of our current run? Well, there's a couple ways I can make this run go faster. First off is just obviously being faster. Get out. What I really mean is we already have the Asylum stuff down, but we aren't doing it as fast as we can be. I can quit out faster, dark sign faster, position myself better when throwing firebombs and whatnot. The biggest thing, however, is the RNG. And while with good enough timing, you can get the Asylum Demon fight pretty consistent. But Petrus is another thing. He is one heavy RNG asshole. Very quickly, he can just start spamming miracles or turtling with his shield and whatnot. The luck needed for him to only attack is high. The only consistent thing we can take advantage of is his heal at low health. Besides that, there isn't any other way to consistently manipulate his RNG at the point of recording this that I know of. At this point, I was so determined to get the world record back that most of my runs never even got to Petrus at all. I would reset constantly, sometimes before even stepping out of the cell, because I would just make one simple tiny error and it wasn't worth continuing. Reset after reset. And to make things even more stressful, me and Splunker were in the same call together, both competing for the sub 220. So it was on. At one point, I managed to get a 222, tying my own, but there was no world record. Until we had a run with potential. But instead of going over this run, I'll let my friend Mina discuss it instead.
To start, male is picked due to the slower deceleration animation compared to a female character. However, the starting acceleration is also slower, so picking male would be slower. But the slower acceleration is negated by using an upper body animation which skips the acceleration animation. Usually you see this with a weapon being toggled or blocking with it, but there's a bit more to it that I won't be getting into. If you are interested in things like this, then check out the Soul Speedrun Wiki. There's still some important things picked in character creation that I will go into. First is the Thief class, which will give a good weapon to repost Petrus with. The last important pick is going to be the black fire bombs for the starting gift. These will come in handy not only to quickly dispose of the Asylum demon, but also to deal with Petrus. After skipping the cutscene, Tori picks up the key and leaves the cell like any playthrough would. It is just, this time there is a focus on speed, so stamina needs to be closely monitored. Tori wants to get to the ladder just as the stamina is running out. While climbing the ladder, stamina will be regained and you can also menu while climbing. Menuing on the move prevents you from sprinting, so it is best to swap the sword hilt into the left hand while climbing. Reaching the top, Tori will move to the Asylum demon encounter. Instead of doing what you are meant to do in this fight, she will head to a rubble pile before tossing some of these bombs. She will throw 3 bombs before having to dodge an attack. After that, it is just 2 more bombs to finish the Asylum demon off, but the key is not dropped. Tori still needs to get that key from Oscar now because Asylum demon was killed early. On the way to Oscar, Tori will pick up the starting class weapon, the Bandit's Knife, in the Bow Hollow hallway. While entering the fog gate, she will equip the Bandit's Knife before using a quit out to break the wall leading to Oscar. The stand-up animation is destructive, allowing the wall to smash to bits as you load back in. It is faster than using the boulder, and spamming through Oscar's dialogue is also faster than killing him. Upon receiving the key to leave, Tori will dark sign, which will bring her to a bonfire close to the exit. While opening the exit, she will quit out to skip the door opening animation, but why not do this with the Asylum demon door earlier? Well, that door works differently, and it does not work for it, but once loaded back in, Tori can make her way to Firelink. During the cutscene, Tori is holding down the gesture menu while skipping the cutscenes. This will cause the gesture menu to open as she gets into Firelink, skipping the banner, which prevents you from sprinting immediately. Sprint immediately is what she does, making her way to Petrus, where she will throw a firebomb, initiating the fight. She will then hit Petrus with a second one, which can hit sometimes. The fight is a little bit of RNG, you gotta love it. She will then bait out an attack from Petrus to parry and then repost him. Even when Petrus is on the ground, she won't stop as she hits him with another bomb. Finally, with this snake Petrus low, he will be eradicated with one more bomb, ending his reign of terror.
Thanks, Mino. It wasn't perfect, but we did it. A 218. We got the first sub 220. Beating Splunker there on that same call. And that's where this video ends. With a run that I'm so...
I got a 214!
Why do I even f***ing try? God damn it. Yep, once again, Splunker beat my record, not even 15 minutes later in that same call. It was crushing, but a big congrats to them. I'll be back for more runs at some point. I will get the world record back. But for now, Splunker can hold their well-earned crown and tell us how they managed to get a 214.
Alright, so here we are again. Another run. This one's a 214. And I was in call with Tori at the moment, actually. And she and I were kind of competing, I guess, friendly competition. I think she had just gotten her previous record like 20 minutes before this. And so, yeah, this was, I think, attempt 68. Yeah, 1 off 69. Thief class, same reason, black firebombs. But we actually discover something at the end of this run about the class. I think this run did so well just because I didn't really care about it because I was like, oh, I kind of want 69 to be the victory one. So, yeah, so we do another weapon swap at the very beginning just to get a little bit more distance before we have to grab the key. I think, yeah, same kind of stamina management here. So stopping on the staircase for a brief second, just so we can get to the ladder with a little bit of stamina left, unequip everything. I think this run was super good just because I'm really good at mashing. So whenever I needed to mash for like an item swap thing or a weapon swap, it was pretty good. So it made it pretty consistent. You notice I equipped the dark sign, which will become useful later, a new thing we discovered. Uh, I'm actually really surprised that firebomb hit the Asylum demon because I was very far away and threw the firebomb very early. Maybe that was one of the reasons this run did so well. Who knows? But yeah, pretty quick Asylum demon kill, and we make it pretty far. I actually stopped sprinting earlier than I usually did here, and I think that was honestly a plus in the stamina management. We get our bandit's knife, only required weapon, maybe. And we do fuck up a little bit. We do run against the fog there for a second, but we equip our bandit's knife, no issue. So yeah, we just quit out again to open the bricks to Oscar. That would actually be the first quit out. And instead of running down and opening the shortcut after getting the big pilgrim key from Oscar, we just dark sign because it's actually faster since it's in game time to just spawn at the second bonfire because that door is now open. So we can just make it to the big pilgrim door faster. And again, another quit out just to reduce the game time by a little bit. And yeah, we just run down the straight. I think I was figuring out a little bit the stamina management here. Yeah, we figured out the roll too right there. And, bring up the gesture menu to skip up the level up text. Inactionable out of that. And here's where we discover something interesting. I throw 2 firebombs, just expecting the second one just to do a little bit of chip damage, but it actually full hit him. And I got a really early firebomb throw as he started healing, so I could actually get 2 in, and so I didn't even have to hit him, which skips the lengthy riposte animation, and allows us to get, our 214 right here. Yeah, no, here's the previous record I just kept there, but yeah, no, we actually got a 214 because we didn't have to go through any riposte animation, because if you think about it, the whole act of parrying him and sitting through that animation for just a little bit more damage is actually slower than just throwing firebombs at him. So as long as you get good timing, you can just pretty much keep throwing firebombs at him and you'll probably be fine. But yeah, that's about the explanation behind it.
Once again, I'm here to just kind of ramble at the end. But also, I have a few actual things to say. First, thank you to Solar Pellets, Splunker, and Mino for both being in this and helping me with this video. It's so nice, finally, meeting people, I guess. I don't know. I'm super thankful for the interactions I've been able to have having a channel so far. Meeting people like Solar Pellet, Splunker, and Mino. They're all really cool people. You should definitely check them out. It's great. And thank you for 1,000 subs. Halfway to 1,100. Hopefully soon. Memberships will be first, probably after this video, a few days after. And with that, I'll probably introduce stuff like, video updates and behind the scenes stuff and whatnot. As much as I want to have a tier where it's like, oh, videos are a day early, one, I've never really saw the importance of that. It's like it's an extra day. I can always wait an extra day for a video to come out. But 2, I am a super huge procrastinator. Again, not only is this video coming out late by a day for other reasons, but I didn't start editing it until yesterday, the day it was supposed to come out. So I'm a very big procrastinator, and I kind of rush to do everything at the last minute. So I don't necessarily think I could uphold that without stressing myself out a whole bunch. I already pushed my uploads back by 3 days in general. So I don't think that would be a very reasonable thing for me to add So I think I'll do maybe behind the scenes stuff, maybe some bloopers, polls for upcoming videos. I won't make the tiers obviously super expensive or anything, unless you want to donate extra, which would be greatly appreciated, but I'm not gonna, lock a lot of stuff behind like super high tiers or anything. I want you to be able to, pay what you kind of are able to, or not even able to, but just, I don't think you need to pay $10 a month for, X thing. I'll make it so it's available at lower tiers, and if you want to pledge more, then by all means go for it. But I don't want to lock anything behind those tiers. That's super that should be just basic stuff. I would also like to maybe do members videos only, but again, I'm already, it's already kind of hard for me to get a video out every so often. So maybe it would be like a once a few months thing. Who knows? But I don't want to leave this going for too long. It's already 3 minutes long. So thank you so much for watching to the end. Thank you for watching me murder Petrus for 20 minutes. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.